Good morning, everybody. Today I am going to teach the poem Childhood by Marcus Nathan. Marcus Nathan is a Norwegian poet. He is best known for his reflective poem Childhood. This poem, the poem Childhood, written by Marcus Nathan, explores the transition from innocence to adolescence. It also focuses on the theme of lost innocence, rational thoughts, the hypocrisy of adults, and development of individuality. The name of the poem is Childhood, though it is not only based on the child. It is based on the transition from innocence to adolescence, the journey from a childhood to adulthood. The journey from childhood to adulthood is also known as adolescence. So, the poet Marcus Nathan portrays the longing for his lost childhood. He depicted the longing for his lost childhood very beautifully in this poem. But he was unable to recall exactly when he stopped being a child. In this poem, he falls back on various guesses, or we can say that various evidences to explain to us about his loss of childhood innocence. So, as we already discussed the adolescence, what do you mean by adolescence? Adolescence means the critical development phase between the childhood and the adulthood. Typically it spans from 10 to 19 years. In this period, we see a rapid physical, cognitive, and psychological growth. Okay, so let us discuss the poem line by line. Let us read the poem, first stanza of the poem. Where did my childhood go? Was it the day I ceased to be 11? Was it the time I realized that hell and heaven could not be found in geography and therefore could not be? Was that the day? Means, in the above lines, the poet wonders about when his childhood came to the end, when he has ceased his childhood. So he asked himself, was it the day he was no longer 11 years old when he stepped to 12 years? Or was it the day when he realized that hell and heaven do not exist in a geography book? He realized that they are imaginary places that actually do not exist in this world. So this is the meaning of the first stanza. So let us go towards second stanza of the poem. Where did my childhood go? Was it the time I realized that adults were not all they seem to be? In this poem, the rational thoughts, the hypocrisy of adults came up. They talked of love and preached of love, but did not act so lovingly. Was that the day? Was that the day? Means, was that the day when the poet lost his childhood? In this stanza, in the second stanza, poet again repeats the same question about when did his childhood go? He wonders about the day when he started seeing the world with a new perception. That means he lost at that time. He was asking himself or to us also that was that the day he lost his childhood when he started a new perception towards life. That adults are hypocrites and they are not like this, whatever they show us. The adults who talked of love and preached of love, yet never believe so lovingly. They teach us how to love, that they give us lectures on love, but they never act so lovingly. So was that the day when I realized that they are not as they say about themselves? They are double-faced in reality. Was that the day when his childhood go? When he realized the fact that the adults were double-faced. Was that the day when he realized, on that day he realized that adults were double-faced? Was that the day when his childhood go? So let us come towards third stanza. When did my childhood go? Was it when I found my mind was really mine? Really mine? To use whichever way I choose, producing thoughts that were not those of other people, but my own and mine alone. Was that the day? In the third stanza is very interesting. The poet deliberates on the same question about when he lost his childhood. He asked himself about the possibilities that when he lost his childhood. He wonders about the day he realized that his mind was his own and could not use it the way and he could use it the way he wants. Because before, when he was a child, according to him, his parents, his teachers used to lead him, and he used to act accordingly as they used to teach them. So, was it the day when he started minding his own business? When he realized that he could produce his own thoughts. Was that the day he lost his childhood, when he realized that he could produce his own thoughts? When he sensed his own individuality and a separate personality? Because when we are child, we don't have a separate personality, because our personalities depends on our parents, our teachers, the way we are taught in this way. And then when he started thinking productively or individually, and got a separate personality. Was that the day he lost his childhood? He was again asking in the third stanza. So, isn't it very interesting stanza? Okay, so let's go towards the fourth stanza. Where did my childhood go? And then, when? In the first stanza also, he was asking, when did my childhood go? In the second stanza also, he was asking, when did my childhood go? And the third also, he asked the same question, when did my childhood go? But in the fourth stanza, he said, where did my childhood go? When to where? Where did my childhood go? That means in the third stanza, up to third stanza, he realized the fact that he has already lost his childhood. In the fourth stanza, he was asking, where did my childhood go? It went to some forgotten place that's hidden in an infant's face. That's all I know. That means he was sure that, moreover, he was sure that his childhood has gone, and now he is asking, where did his childhood go? The poet remorses about his lost childhood. He concluded that the childhood had gone to some forgotten place. Maybe in some forgotten place, maybe where he used to live his childhood, maybe in his village, now he is staying in some other places, or which will never come back. According to him, his childhood will never come back. Nobody's childhood is never going to come back. He cherished his innocence. He was cherishing his innocence. We all used to cherish our innocence. Sometimes we used to imagine how innocent we were when we were a child. So, he cherished his innocence, which vanishes now, which is no more now with him, and now could only be seen in a baby's face. A baby's face is full of innocence. So, when we were child, at the time our face was like a baby's face. So, all of us childhood went towards a baby's face. He only has sweet memories of his childhood. The poet has only sweet memories of his childhood because he cannot go towards his childhood again. He also conveyed a message that the innocence of childhood stays till the time one is an infant, and that is all he knows. When a child is a child, and when a person is in infant position, when he is very small, at that time only the innocence is with the child or the infant's face. But when we gradually start growing up, our innocence used to go from us. Our innocence used to vanish from our personality, because day by day, by the work we do, by the so many struggle we do, we gradually, slowly, we lost our innocence. So the poem is very interesting. The poet discusses about adolescence, transition from innocence to adolescence, focusing on the themes of lost innocence, rational thought. Rational means, do you know what do you mean by rationalism? Rational means give and take policy. If I give a 5 rupee note, the shopkeeper is going to give me 5 rupees chocolate. So this is a rational relationship. So give and take policy, we are unaware of the give and take policy when we are a child, and when we grow up, we automatically used to learn the rational thoughts. And the hypocrisy of it is that they used to teach us about love, but they never yet lovingly. Hypocrisy of adults, you can see in the face of a politician. Politician used to give good lectures on love, hum sab bhai bhai hai, like this, but they never yet lovingly. And the development of individuality. All the facts, whatever he explains, for the themes of lost innocence, rational thoughts, and the journey from transition, journey of transition from innocence to adolescence. All this gives us or makes us new personality, develops our personality. So in this way, the poet Marcus Meton portrays the longing for his lost personality very beautifully. Thank you so much. Hope you understood the poem very nicely. If not, then I can explain once more. Thank you.